Hey everybody, this is Adam from X-Treme Hummer Performance. I thought I'd take this opportunity today to talk to you a little bit about the design philosophy behind not only our custom Hummer builds, but the products that we design for these trucks. We have a couple of our custom builds in here that we did last year that are good examples of how we do things and a lot of the components that we have on them. This truck here is a civilian Hummer, and you know, the Hummer or the Humvee is a really unique vehicle with really cool design features. You know, the independent suspension, the aluminum body are a lot of really cool features for an off-road vehicle and a daily driver, you know, that make people really want to go see what these things are capable of. But as you can see, our focus is really on performance and drivability and getting to enjoy these vehicles and kind of getting them up to modern technology. One of our most important products is our Duramax Conversion Kit. This truck has a 2016 LML drivetrain in it with the 6-speed Allison transmission. And as you can see, our conversion kit is really focused on integrating and incorporating all of the performance components that somebody might purchase to improve their Duramax truck with an Allison transmission. You know, we designed these components with 15 years experience in doing performance upgrades in Duramax powered trucks, from custom engine builds to transmission builds, and we know what it is that a Duramax drivetrain needs to perform. So whether it's the intercooler system with our 3-inch intercooler tubes and the large intercooler itself, the air intake system, the fuel system upgrades, the engine cooling upgrades, and also the custom tuning that we do, everything we do is really focused on maintaining the performance level that many advertise for these kind of builds. You know, for a Duramax truck to make 500 to 600 horsepower, we're talking about double the factory output from this drivetrain. So a lot of these upgrades are really critical for this vehicle to be able to maintain those power levels. You know, EGTs are a factor when you're pushing this kind of power, whether you're wanting to tow or drive up a big hill, or maybe you're out in the desert ripping this thing around on the sand. You got to make sure to keep the thing cool and that you have the right tuning so that the shift points and everything's calibrated correctly for the build. You know, so this Duramax Conversion Kit works for the 2006 and all the way up to 2010 LMM drivetrain, and as you can see, we also offer a version for the LML drivetrain. It's a really inclusive kit, gives you everything you need, all the hard to fabricate parts that you might want when doing this conversion, whether it's on a military Humvee or on a civilian Hummer. But as we discussed the performance that this drivetrain and the conversion gives you, obviously now you have a 7,000 pound vehicle with over 500 horsepower, and there's a lot to be desired with the factory brake system on these Hummers. The inboard brakes that were originally designed with these vehicles really have a lot of flaws in the design. They were never really intended to be going over 55 miles an hour. The brake fade, the vibration, the chatter, the stress on the CV axles, all that's eliminated with our big brake kit. We designed a brake system that bolts directly onto the portal box. It utilizes a proven design from Willwood Engineering with a 16-inch rotor, 6-piston caliper. Again, it's bolted directly to the portal box to eliminate all the stress on the driveline and give you the proper pedal feel that you'd expect from a modern vehicle. You know, this vehicle's capable of doing well over 100 miles an hour now, and you don't want to be having brake fade or be concerned about shearing the bolts off of your CV shafts and losing braking capability in this vehicle when you're running at those power levels and at these high speeds. So that brake system is really key. Anybody who drives a truck with one of these brake systems on immediately feels the difference in the improvement in not only the feel but the performance of the braking system. Now that you've got a truck that makes 500-600 horsepower and has good brakes and can stop, the Humvee suspension system again was designed for a heavy vehicle in off-road environment. It is not a daily driver setup. They're very stiff, very rough. So we designed a custom suspension system. We designed a sheet metal control arm system, all CAD modeled and built here in-house, with a King coilover suspension system. All of this system, including our brake system and our conversion kit, is all bolt-on performance for these vehicles. Not only is this control arm significantly stronger than the factory design, but it gives you improved ride and damping and allows you to select custom spring rates so that you can get the kind of ride that you want from this vehicle, whether it's a military Humvee that's a little lighter, or a civilian Hummer, or maybe even an armored Humvee that could weigh 12,000 pounds or more. You can select the proper spring rates with our coilover suspension system to get the ride and suspension travel that you really expect out of these vehicles. you know, we talk about how these trucks are drivers, you know, drivability is important. Both of these trucks have been operated for over a year by our customers. They're really happy with the performance. As you can see, these aren't show trucks. They're not trailer cranes. We build them so that they have a lot of simple creature comforts. You know, our custom shifter assembly, a lot of the basic interior features that we have in these vehicles are really just focused on being able to enjoy the truck on the street. And we also offer some nice instrumentation. As you can see, we use the digital monitor here in the dash. We have our dual tank transfer system, eliminates the switching between tanks, automatically transfers fuel from the rear system to the front. Our digital CTS monitor has all of the instrumentation you want for the engine, also includes an automatic backup camera system. So again, all these features are designed to make it really simple to operate the vehicle. Nothing you have to switches you got to flip or anything like that you got to worry about. Just get in and drive this thing and enjoy it. You know, over here we have the Humvee version. This customer wanted something a little more basic, as you can see. You know, loves all of the suspension and drivetrain upgrades. This truck here has a 2010 LMM drivetrain, utilizes the same Duramax Conversion Kit with all the high performance upgrades, the intercooler plumbing. This one's pretty dirty. This guy's been doing some serious off-roading in this truck, and that's exactly what it's for. We love the fact that he's out using this truck, getting it dirty and having fun with it. And as you can see, this truck is definitely a simpler build. It doesn't have a lot of the fancy features that you might see in your civilian Hummer. We did similar lighting upgrades, suspension, braking, and performance upgrades. But this guy wanted something a little more basic. You know, take the door off, go to the beach. And just have fun with this vehicle. And this truck's meant to be off-roaded. Wash it out with a hose, whatever it takes. All the interior features were made with marine grade plastic. We made custom speaker boxes and cup holders. All the material on the seat and interior components are all waterproof. So this customer just wanted something fun that he could beat on and not worry about. Kind of have that Jeep feel to it. And really just be able to enjoy the truck. It has a lot of the similar interior upgrades that we discussed, the CTS monitor, the nice shifter and everything in it. So again, just a lot of fun to drive these trucks, you know. They sound pretty awesome too. Everybody loves the sound of turbo kit. Again, focusing on performance and drivability is what we're really all about. Nobody wants to put a lot of money into a build like this, and when you go out in the morning and you think about driving it to work and you're like, well, it's kind of loud and annoying, I don't think I want to drive it. This thing is really fun to drive. You're going to want to get in this truck and drive it every day. That's the idea. Why spend this kind of money if you're not going to have fun with it? So whether you're just trying to build a basic off-road toy like this, or you want a really nice civilian Hummer, or maybe you want something crazy, you can check out some of the other projects that we've worked on. This is the second 6x6 Hummer that we've built recently. These things are unreal. A lot of fun, but certainly anything you can dream of, we can help you put together. Duramax performance, Hummer performance, suspension and brake systems are what we focus on. So certainly we can help you out with whatever build you got in mind. So check out our website, shoot us an email to info@xhp.parts, and we look forward to talking to you about your build. Have a good day, guys.